You don't have a.
We're live right now. Hey, everybody. I'm trying to get in the mood.
I'd say I'm in the mood now, man. Be a lot cooler if you did. Nice.
All right, I'm going to fade out here.
Fade out, fade away like the
Here we go.
an old rocker.
Here we go.
You're listening to all the cool hits all the time. RCG.
Well, I was pretty frustrated a few minutes ago, and I thought, you know what, man, I need to, maybe I need to play for a second.
Is it frustration that you can discuss on air or not?
Yes. Let's discuss that after. The reason I went early. Hey, everybody, welcome aboard. The reason I went early is because these guys were having an interesting conversation. Every time I touch this mic, it makes static, so I'll be fast.
It's pretty bad.
Is it? Is it really?
It's the bane of my existence. I'm not even joking. Every time you touch that god awful mic, it goes, and I go, okay.
Tell me. So I stopped doing it.
Yeah, I do.
Well,
You just did.
Well, I warned you first.
I know. That was good. That was a good warning. Thanks, bud.
Okay, so everyone, these guys were having a conversation, and I thought, you know, why am I going to wait 2 minutes for them to end this awesome conversation? So, Matt, pick up where you started about what you just ordered and what you spent for it.
Oh, yeah. You talking about the DJI Mavic?
The Mavic Pro from DJI.
I ordered the Mavic Pro. What is it? The Fly Long version. What is it called? Fly More? I ordered the Fly More.
That sounds like a great name for somebody. Fly More Johnson.
Yeah, my middle name is Fillmore, so I can be. I have two middle names: Matthew Robert Fillmore Gunn.
Wow,
so it's very southern. So I could be Matthew Robert Flymore Gunn.
Yeah, I like it.
Anyway, Jason ordered one too. I ordered one. We both got in. I think we both got in before the cutoff on the first batch. We'll see how that goes down. And I ordered
the Mavic Pro.
And I also ordered, as did, I think, Jason, the Mavic protection plan for $99. Did you do that, Jason?
I didn't do it on my first order, but for $100, it's totally worth it. So as soon as I get it and get my serial number, then I can order that. I can't do it until I have that.
So what it is a way to sort of, it's an insurance package that allows you, if you crash it and you have to recover it, you can't just crash it out into the deep blue sea and say it's gone. You crash it, and for $79, they replace your first one. And I think for either $129 or $149 or something like that, they replace the second one, and then that's it. So you get two replacements. You get expedited shipping, expedited service, and you get like a 1-800 hotline.
That's crazy.
So you could, yeah, because they like all lines are open. All lines are standing by for the crash fest that is going to occur when this DJI Mavic gets in people's hands. Not because it's a bad unit, but because of the sheer number of human beings that have never flown RC before that invested in this Mavic. So I think DJI did a very wise thing by offering this insurance program. They have that for the Osmo too. I didn't get it when I bought mine. And if you'll just bear with me for like 2 seconds here, I can tell you what that insurance policy was called. Refresh. DJI Care Refresh Mavic Pro, 99 bones. Well worth it if you're gonna be spending $1,200 on the Matthew Robert Flymore combo.
That's what it costs to insure my iPhone 7, and that's not $2,000.
I tell you, I have not been this excited about a drone.
Me neither.
Or any product in a very long time. So you know what else I ordered?
What'd you order, Jason?
I ordered an Inspire One iPad mount holder thing
For
the
this
iPad.
thing for what I made for you right here.
Yeah, you printed me the part. There it is. Cool.
So here it is. This is the almost the exact size, maybe a little bit skinnier than an iPhone, and this is what's designed to fit in the Mavic's phone section at the bottom. Well, it won't fit a big iPad, obviously, so you use this bad boy right here, and then you put the DJI Inspire 1 tablet holder right here, and then you've got yourself a very nice little unit. And it sits, this is by Blade Strike. He either designed this or had somebody design it. This is ABS plastic, so it's very strong. I mean, I'm really pushing on it. It's just starting to bend just a slight, but it's got a honeycomb. Anybody that's into 3D printing would know that the inside, it's not solid. Inside of it is a weave of plastic, so it's lightweight. Should hold up well. They recommend printing it at 50% infill, which is the percentage of how solid it is inside. So I use 20% for a nice airy light feeling. And he said do it at 50. So this one's at 20. I'm going to keep this one and just use it. I've already tested it out by putting it on here, and there's no way that's breaking unless you really just snap it off. The one I'm sending you, Jason, is going to be a 50% infill, just so I don't have to print it again if you break it.
And what I had printed for my Mavic Pro was a Cadillac front end. I want the Mavic to look pretty sharp as it's flying toward her, like, I
love that thing, man. That thing is cool. Please put some paint on that puppy.
If I did, no one would know it was 3D printed, My son was highly impressed, by the way.
Did he like it?
Yeah.
Too bad it doesn't have steer horns on it. But anyway, so I'm in the same boat that you are, Jason. I am like laying up at night thinking about all the cool places I'm going to fly with the Mavic that I don't usually fly with my Inspire 1. I'm thinking about keeping this thing in a bag, putting it over my shoulder, or putting it in a backpack and going hiking where I can't go with the Inspire. Now, I have a backpack kit for my Inspire, and dude, it's heavy. I mean, it is like this. It's this big. This big. It's like putting 5 pizza boxes, extra large pizza boxes, on your back, stacked deep, like this deep. It's this huge case. It weighs a ton, and it's not fun. So
yeah. Can I tell you how impressed I am with the Phantom 4? And it's like the same technology. Actually, the HD feed is actually better in the Mavic than it is in the Phantom 4. It's their new OcuSync kind of technology. But get this. One of the guys here on the show has a Phantom 4. He actually bought it from Copterworks, which is in Slovenia, and had it shipped here so we could play with it and capture some stuff around Croatia. And we went to one of our challenge days. The location was not so many kilometers away. It wasn't that far away. We all pile in vans and head to location. And he took off from the apartments that we're staying at while sitting inside the van looking at his phone screen on the iPad mini, or on the his controller, and he followed the van from the air all the way to the set.
Wow.
From the van, and it was amazing. It was like, do not recommend doing that ever anywhere unless you're way out in the country, you're safe, it's legal, take all that stuff. However, it was stinking awesome to see that happen and that it worked so well. The HD feed was perfect through the metal van roof.
Mm-hmm.
It was amazing. It was just so impressive. Like, I cannot wait to get a hold of Mavic, not to do that stuff, but to be
that good,
so confident that I'm going to have this HD feed and be able to go capture things very easily and know that it's going to be that robust is amazing.
I'm happy about the increased flight time too. I mean, not 27 minutes. That's like in a vacuum almost, flying with no wind. And I'm just excited that I can have something that flies longer than my Inspire with the heavy X5 camera gimbal on it, which I'm getting 16, 17 minutes tops out of it right now. So this is going to be nice, man. I'm very excited. Get ready for a influx of aftermarket stuff to start happening. We're talking, backpacks, the Go Professional cases, the Micro Raptor cases. You're gonna maybe, I don't even know. Can you screw in a lens on the front of this thing? Like, does it have threads? It should have threads.
They're going to have, DJI is going to have ND filters, and they won't thread. It's only like a 20 or 25 millimeter barrel. It'll probably be a really slim kind of slip-on fit for that. But you know what? I
expect some graduated neutral density filters and some polarized filters to start hitting the market real fast.
If somebody could make this, they could make a lot of money, and you'd be like the hippest, coolest guy anywhere. I want to see a Mavic fanny pack.
Oh God, you and your fanny packs, man.
That's awesome. Hey, maybe I could sew you one up.
You could wear it around your waist.
Dude,
and have it ready.
if you had a leather
Mavic fanny pack.
Oh, dude, but we don't call when they're leather, they aren't fanny packs anymore. They're like
you can make the Mavic
bags.
look like one of those Western style giant belt buckles and wear it on the front.
Oh no, that is sweet, and it makes noises. Jim T will tell you when he walks around, he creaks like a Leatherman.
You can walk around, press the button, and go. Bah, bah, bah.
I don't know if I want to fire that thing off of my belt.
Over. There's my latest squeaky leather creation right there.
Dude, bring it over to the gun and all. Bring it over to the mic and squeak it. This is how Jim walks around his house, and that his wife and kids have to, I don't want to say put up with, but go ahead.
Okay, so this is my first real
That's so slick
attempt at a real gun belt, but this is what it sounds like when I walk around there. Angela said, you sound like Jim Morrison, man. Take that thing off.
Oh yeah, and the sprayed on leather pants. That's awesome, fun. Man. That's cool. So what's going on in the world? We got some good we got a fresh release that just really happened last night. We got the scoop on it.
Well, before we go there, let's talk about some things that I saw. Let me figure out a way to present this. Okay, I'm going to share screen. I don't want to go straight to the good stuff, you know.
Yeah, we can talk about my Manta flight if you want to go anywhere else, but go ahead. All right, I'm going to put it on you. Share screen.
All right.
Gotcha.
Emma.
You're on.
Okay, I'm not seeing it. Anyway, so I was talking last week about that AO bot from Walkera.
Mm-hmm.
Took it out to the field.
Hey, you might want to set him up for screencast or whatever, because it's not.
Yes.
No.
Oh, I got him on. I got him on presenting. I'm gonna hit. Okay, I'll hit stop presenting, and then I'll go back and hit it again. There. Can you guys see it now?
How about now?
I can see your face. There we go. Now, when I talk, I see my face. So maybe it's working for viewers. I don't know. It's not working for me.
Yeah, I think it's stuck. It's sticking for me. So anyway, this is the what I see on my iPad, and so you have camera. You can turn it to video, 1080p. You see battery voltage on everything, your satellites, and all that stuff. And by the way, guys, I don't know if I said this last week, but I plugged my glyphs in to my HDMI adapter, and I was able to fly it with the glyphs through the iPad.
That is a bonus. I love those doggone glyphs.
So that was awesome. Although I did have some issues, I still think there's some software updates to be made. The review is not ready to go public because it isn't ready to go public. Let me show you something else that was at the field.
Is that a fun cub?
What?
Was that a fun cub in the screenshot?
It looked like some sort of 3D plane.
See this
fun cub.
Yeah. I thought that was awesome that guy was flying behind me. So check this out. Anyone know what this is? Any ideas?
It's a Messerschmitt.
Anyone know what it's made out of?
Tissue?
Nope.
Hold on. What is it made out of? Okay, how about balsa wood?
I can't go to the next shot, so I'm gonna pick another photo and feature it. This is a little tricky because I'm pulling these out of a photo folder. This might help you. Screen share with the close-up. Here we go. Okay. How about now? Any ideas?
Is it fiberglass?
Okay, I'm gonna just tell you. That's a 3D printed airplane.
Holy cow.
Oh, that's sweet, man.
Everything, including the spinner, I think, pretty sure, yes, Everything except for the prop is 3D printed.
Wow. The
And
wheels.
yeah,
Did
not
he
the
print
wheels.
the landing gear too? The landing gear
No,
3D print?
not the landing gear, but I bet he could. But he said, I said, well, how do the wings work? They are simply printed blocks of wing, and then you just glue it on. So if you were to crash it, he said, all I have to do is print another wing and glue it onto the body, on the fuse.
That's
I'm going to
crazy.
guess that the wing loading's probably pretty high on that bird, given
Yeah.
the current weight. That's a skinny little wing.
Right?
I said, I bet this wing really penetrates. Let me see
Man,
if I have another one. Here we go. Here's a great photo.
I'm going to go ahead and share on you so it quits switching.
Okay. So there you can see how it printed and how it's utilizing the print to create rigidity in the wing.
Cool, man. That is pretty nice little bird there.
Yep. And I think the plans were like $20, he said.
That's a lot of print time. I'm just looking
Well,
at that and crying.
He said a number of $300 when he was done. I wasn't sure if that meant all up or what.
$300.
The material or everything?
Maybe.
Oh, I'm sure that's got to be the gear included, because the amount of I mean, you'd barely go through an entire spool on that thing, and the spool is only like $30.
Right. And then one more thing I saw when I was at the field, I wanted to share. Let me get to my window here. And anyone seen one of these? Hold on. Anyone seen a DJI case like that?
No, never. That's DJI?
No, it's made by, and I wrote it down, and I don't know what I wrote it on. But this guy ordered this off Amazon, and then I'll show you the inside.
It looks like one of those miniature hamburger toppers for the roof of your car.
Well, it was hard plastic. It wasn't crazy hard, but it was semi-hard, and it wasn't that heavy. So there's the internals on that thing.
Oh, that's nice.
And then it's got a
Hey, do you guys
backpack.
remember a time before the Mavic where we actually had to carry drones in giant cases like that?
Well, I'm anxious. I'm gonna stop sharing now. I'm curious to see once you guys get your birds, if it measures up to the old Phantoms.
Yeah.
Oh, I think we've already surpassed that before the thing even launched. You know?
Yep.
So ETA. So Matt, you're saying somebody thought they were going to walk in the Apple store and pick theirs up?
Yeah, that was cute. Somebody was on one of our many and popular Mavic forums, Mavic threads on RCGroups, and they were saying, yeah, T-minus 2 days till I go in the Apple store and pick mine up. And everybody's like, BS. You know, it just doesn't work like that. I mean, I don't care how cool you are. You're not walking into an Apple store on Saturday and picking up the Mavic. And if I'm wrong, I will say it on national Webavision here. And
Well, they said in the keynote that they're going to be in the retail stores, Apple Store stuff in like November 2nd. So there's not a chance. It's shipping to pre-order people. They said mid-November, mid-October. So in 2 days, they could start shipping stuff out to customers.
Well, I keep checking my DJI screen for shipment status, and all it says is, "We've taken your money." You know,
It's awesome to have something to look forward to, though.
man, look at that Jolly Green Giant.
Okay, my question: this flew over my house 8 times last week, enough for me to go outside, come back in, get a camera, and stand there and wait for a good photo. So that's what that is, a Jolly Green Giant.
Yep, that's the. Isn't that a C Knight or a something like that? CH.
I just call them helicopter normally.
Sikorsky MH-53. I think that's what that is, a Pavlo. So
I had a friend that was in Vietnam, and he told me that they would do psychedelic drugs, and then they would get whoever the guy was to call in the Jolly Green Giant. And
now that is the coolest thing I've ever heard.
He said it would lay down a carpet like a football field of death, and then they would just watch in the distance and be like, "Wow."
That's that Nam grass, man.
There's a side story for you.
Beautiful. Those are huge airplanes. I actually got to fuel one when on my my ramp rat days when I used to work as at a place called Mercury Aviation in Atlanta, and we had a military contract, and it was always the little birds and then the Blackhawks. Occasionally you get the Chinooks, but then when one of those came in, dude, you couldn't be anywhere near it when it was landing or even taxiing, because it would throw yellow cones like, half a football field. That was awesome.
Here it is. That's it from the side. That's how close it was, man. It was like, I was afraid they were going to see my camera and start shooting at me. They were so close to my house.
Yeah, like Red Dawn.
Oh, it totally went off in my mind. I started hiding behind trees.
Wolverines!
I love Red Dawn. If you haven't seen Red Dawn, you better go watch it, especially with all the escalation in Russia.
Yeah, it's the most infamous snot bubble that Patrick Swayze ever blew out his nose. You remember that, dude? You remember that? I know every viewer watching that is older than 25 years old knows Patrick Swayze's crying scene where he blows the snot bubble and wipes it away real fast. And they're like, keep it. It's a good take.
What was his brother's name in that movie?
I don't know. Felipe?
Oh, I can hear it in my head. I just can't hear the name. Anyway, great movie.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Okay.
Anyway.
So Jason, any innovation that you've run into in the last week over there?
No, we're just winding down, man. It's my last couple of nights in Croatia. I'll be heading home on Sunday.
Are y'all having a big party before you leave?
Not that I'm aware of.
You know what you better do? Get another $10 Croatian haircut.
No, I think I'm going to have to go get my haircut fixed when I get back. But I'm so looking forward to getting American food, man. Like, I can't wait for Chick-fil-A, Bojangles.
Have you lost any weight?
No, I'm pretty normal. I mean, I'm eating, but it's just not good food.
Yeah, that's going to happen when you're in Croatia. By the way, you used to have a nice on your lower thirds there, which I don't have up. I thought I had mine set. On your lower thirds, it used to say, "I'm going to Croatia, woo!" And now it says, "I'm leaving Croatia."
It's all about getting there and getting home.
It is, man. You got to get the heck out.
Ready to be back for sure. So
I bet you're
diving into some more RC stuff.
If I was gone 2 months, I would either think my wife would be super stoked I was coming home, or she'd be like, "Oh no, he's coming back."
Yeah, she'd be like telling the pool boy to leave.
More endless chatter.
This is what we're about. Oh yeah, by the way, me and Joe said Patrick Swayze's brother in the movie was named Robert.
He had a nickname for him. I'll find it. I'll find it for us. So, do we want to talk about the Convergence now?
We can, yeah. And then I want to talk about my flight report on the Blade.
Let's talk about your Blade flight report.
Okay, we can do that. And then we can step right into the old bad boy there, the Convergence, Invergence. What is it?
Convergence.
So as we talked about last time, here's the old Blade, sans the cover, of course. It's over there on the floor, and I'm not going to go get it.
Oh wait, before you talk, I want to tell you what Matt Gunn. I was at the field flying, and Matt texted me, and he said, I think it was OMG. I just went 100 miles an hour, inverted 6 feet off the runway. This thing is awesome.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, so let's start with brutal honesty. Okay, I watched some of the videos. I've seen some of the reports. The initial video from the Hobby King camp didn't paint this bird in the best picture. I hate to say it, it happens sometimes. It was really, really windy when they shot the thing. You could see all the flag, the
horizon.
The flag. What did I say?
I don't know, but let's make sure everyone knows it's from horizon.
Yeah. The flags were starched. It was really bumpy. So they're flying it around, and it's bumping all over the place. And people are like, man, that thing is so bumpy, and it looks like it moves a lot. So I went into this thinking, okay, it's just going to be average. Well, was I wrong? And literally, I'm not trying to sell this thing. I'm just saying my personal experience. I've flown a lot of stuff. I've flown a lot of fast FPV. I've flown everything in between, I think. This freaking plane is awesome for the sheer fact that, number one, it has AS3X built in. Now, you can't race with AS3X, and we all know that, but most of us aren't really racing hardcore. We just want to go out and have a good time. We want to yank and bank around some trees, do some proximity flying, see how far you can push stuff without actually trying to race and whatnot. And that's kind of what this plane is based towards. So it has 3 launch modes. They already come pre-programmed in. The first one is 3 modes of flight. The first one is launch mode. And it actually what it does is when you flip launch mode on, it takes these elevons and it turns them up a little bit more like that. So it's always going to slightly climb. It also does completely wings level. So what you do is you take these little bowling ball holes here, these 3 launch ones, put your fingers in it like that. You don't even touch the right stick. You don't even touch. All you do is put your hand on the throttle, get ready, but you got to give it a blip of throttle before you start because you got to arm the AS3X. Because if you don't go past 25%, AS3X doesn't turn on. And I found that out the hard way when I launched it, and it just sort of glided down and landed on the ground before I even did the prop. So I did that, did 25%, popped it, boo, hit it once, then just threw it into the wind and
How's that
went
going?
Pew, pew, pew,
That's the,
pew,
you know,
pew.
the sound of a brushless spinning up, right? Is that it?
What would Mark Murdoch say?
Dude.
What's his thing called?
Ripping and a tearing.
Rolling Thunder, dude.
Oh, yeah. So, back to the scheduled programming.
Oh no, hold on. Before you get back there.
Okay. All right.
It's rolling
what is-
thunder, dude. Pew,
Yeah.
pew, pew, pew.
Now I sound like I'm in Nam watching a Jolly Green fly over.
Anyway.
So I threw it, went full throttle, and just like that, without touching anything but the throttle, the plane just went straight as an arrow and started slowly tracking up. And it was perfect. I mean, you don't even have to touch it. I read a report of a guy that was so mad at this plane because he probably didn't understand anything about flying. He said he couldn't get anybody to launch it. He couldn't launch it. It would throw into the ground. And I just do not understand how that is humanly possible with this plane. Because all you do is just throw it straight and hit the freaking gas and it goes, man. I mean, it goes straight up. So that's launch mode. Then you got mode 1. Launch mode's mode 0, obviously. Mode 1 limits it to 45 degrees and takes your control throws, dumbs them down just a little bit. So they're not full throw, just a little bit under. And that's good for exploring, learning how to fly. If you've never flown one before, if you got in an unusual attitude, say roller inverted, and you've never been under the hood before, which is a lot of people going to be first trying, stuff like that. You could really get in a bad situation if you've never flown and you start rolling around inverted and stuff like that. So it only limits you to 45 degrees. Now with expert mode, which is mode 2, it is completely au naturel. All the throws are fully 100. This thing flies fast. It spins lightning fast.
Hold it in your other hand, Matt.
Oh yeah, like that.
So it's in the frame, yeah.
Okay, cool. So it's fast. It spins fast. Don't let AS3X fool you. It is not a crutch. It doesn't dumb down the airplane. This thing is extremely fast. All AS3X does in mode 2 is just buff it out a little bit of the perturbances from gusts of wind, from thermals, anything that you fly through that's going to want to rock the wings or change your yaw, or not yaw, your pitch or roll. AS3X sort of cancels that out. So it flies like it's on a rail, but yet you have 100% stick movement. You have all sorts of good, the ability to fly however you want. And that really helps a lot with this plane. It lands easy. It's fast. I was doing 2 feet off the deck, wide open down a dirt road with brush that's like 6 feet tall on each side. And I'm down inside the brush, just, railing at 90 miles an hour, trying just to stay as low as I can and push it harder. And it's all in the video. And this thing's about to be live here in the next few days.
Sweet.
But it really goes, man. And it's definitely worth it because, and I when I was flying, I was up on a plateau and it was all sort of like dirt and rocks. And I was trying to land and I dorked it into the side of this huge hill. And I'm like, well, there we go. I destroyed it and walked over to it and it was perfectly fine.
Nice.
So yeah, it took a couple hits on the ground, did pretty well. Never once had even the slightest bit of signal loss from the FPV. So 600 milliwatts is obviously more than enough than you need for this bird. So highly impressed. The review will be out any day now, and I'm really hammering the bejesus out of this thing when I'm flying it. I mean, just pushing it as hard as I can without crashing it, and it can take it, every bit of it. So it's a good little bird.
I really think AS3X is going to be a normal thing on FPV sport planes like that. Also, as an old Zaggy tip, I don't know if it needs it or not, but we would take soda caps and glue them into those holes. So you got a couple of ridges there for your finger pads. So when you threw it, you actually had something to hold on to and give a little more whip.
Oh, I see what you mean. Oh yeah, you put them in, just glued them straight in. Yeah, it holds well. It's there as is. It's pretty decent. So I'm digging it.
Awesome. Well, let's go to the Convergence. I hit up Mike McConville, but you know, they're out. Today is the day for this thing, so they're probably out somewhere doing more videos. I saw the live feed at 10 o'clock today. I put our news coverage out yesterday, and then things like at midnight, a video went live. I'm going to share this now. And at midnight, the video went live. I don't know if I told either. Jason, I saw you in Croatia in the van seeing the Convergence. Did that happen this time?
Yeah.
Like, hey, there it is.
Yeah, I was waiting for it. I kind of knew it was coming. I didn't know what it was. And I, you know, they kept touting it as like the coolest thing they've ever built in history. And I was like, what could it possibly be? And it looks cool, but I mean, I hate to say that for me, I feel like it was a little overhyped for what it is, but I still think it's awesome. I don't want to poo-poo it. You know, it's just, it's a niche kind of product. So I don't know.
Well, it kind of covers a lot of bases. I saw a guy who said, I like to fly wingcraft and I'm tired of quadcopters. So this kind of bridges the gap for me. So there's that. And side note, last night, they weren't supposed to release the video until today. And at midnight, I was cruising around because I'm refusing to go to sleep now because I feel like I'm missing something. And I found the video and put it on. I started like this main shot I redid with screenshots from the video and then all these images. And I thought, oh man, Kim at Horizon's going to call me and be mad in the morning. But she said that things go live in Australia first, and that's why it goes up at a certain time in the night.
Ah, cool.
FYI. So if you're really into finding out what's going on. So let's take a look at the video itself and see how it flies, which was everyone's question.
I'm going to go ahead and put it on you to fully share.
Convergence, VTOL, vertical takeoff and landing.
Hey, everybody, I'm turning my wings up. No, I'm just kidding.
So we've actually flown at this field. This is Horizon's field. So there it is, kind of doing a striker spin. It looks like a striker derivation to me.
That's what everyone was saying. It's got that striker front end on it.
The striker is awesome, and I really wish I still had mine to FPV around because it'd be super.
Here, now let me say this though. This is, I mean, there's some cool innovations in this. So there's been other VTOL aircraft like this in the past that people have kind of scratch built, and you know, we've got great users on RCGroups that are doing kind of cool custom things all the time. And you know, they've been kind of DIY kits. So this is cool in the fact that it's pre-built and kind of ready to go out of the box, but it's got some neat modes to it, like this automated transition. So you flip a switch and it automatically goes in from hover mode to airplane mode, and you don't have to kind of fly through the transition.
Right. You don't have to crash it into the ground.
Yeah, it all kind of works for you.
Let's talk 2 points to talk through. One is people are like, oh, we've done that before. Let's pause it right here.
Multi-rotor and airplane capabilities, easy and automatic. Go ahead. Sorry.
So the people are like, oh, this has been done before. The only time it's been done before is by one other company that I know of. And that bird was what, $600 or $700, Jason? You remember that thing?
The Firefly?
It had chain-driven motors and stuff, right?
No, there's actually been Chinese kind of
little one
branded VTOL planes. There's been several over the years that none of them were big hits. So this is kind of the first one that's going to be a mass consumer, you know, plane. Horizon Blade products, E-flite, all sell really well and are going to be in hobby shops everywhere and that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
Let's talk about the transition. I saw you flying a prototype at our field that was like this, I guess. And the transition from flying to multi-rotor to actually flying didn't seem as intuitive to me as this bird.
No, that one, yeah, it required skill. Like you had to be on it and you know, really manage it through the transition and even afterwards. So
Did it have an APM on it?
Just to be almost, you know, like fairly beginner friendly. Like you can know how to fly an aileron airplane or a multi-rotor, and you could probably be successful with this. You know, without much to think about. You just flip the switch and you can change modes without having to manage flight characteristics while it's transitioning.
Keep it in the air. Right.
Yeah.
I saw another guy that said, hey, I want to fly this without the AS3X. And I had to jump in the thread. I'm like, why on earth would you turn off AS3X on a machine that was built around it? You know, don't.
Oh, you know, because of the old popular sentiment that AS3X is cheating.
Well, bye bye. It's like think of AS3X as an iron. It's getting out the wrinkles.
Oh, nice. Did you come up with that right now?
Yeah, man. I'm an off the top of my head type of guy.
That's
Easy
pretty good.
and automatic transitions. No,
you know what I can see though is that somebody who has never flown before that wants to get this. That's going to happen, right? We're going to be a lot of people. So you know how hard it is to teach somebody to fly model airplanes, and you know how different model airplanes are than than rotor FPV blah 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 multi-rotor. Two completely different animals, right? Two different styles of flying. You're controlling pitch differently, you're controlling throttle differently with airplane. Now take those two and have it change when you flip a switch to transform from forward flight into hover flight. And wow, you want to talk about some a lot of brain processing that's got to go on in your head if you've never done that before, to go, okay, now I don't fly it like this, I fly it like this. That's going to be a wreck.
Right.
But you can say that with anything.
Yeah, sure.
Here's a question that you guys may know or seen or whatever, but I haven't seen it yet or figured it out from the video. When it's in multi-rotor mode, you know, hovering horizontally flat, right? How does it control yaw? Does the tail motor tilt like a standard tricopter, or is it actually tilting the front to control yaw?
It sure doesn't look that. I saw that on the threads, and in this photo you can see that rear prop hub, and it's straight up. Well,
yeah,
I don't think that rear prop moves at all.
When in forward flight,
the only way they can do it is by tilting the front to offset of each other to control yaw.
Yeah,
that would make sense because they already tilt to go transitioning. So that would probably be the simplest way to do it.
I have a photo of that rear rotor. A good one. There it is.
You know, there it is. You know, they did a great job of making this aerodynamic. If you look at that Firefly, it had the chains hanging out on the side of it, and it had huge stalks sticking up in the air. This is all tucked in nicely. I mean, it looks aerodynamic.
I don't expect it.
There you go. It's not spinning
on the motor pods, right? If you take a hit or a crash, those motor pods got a lot of mass with motors and everything. They're probably not going to hold up terribly well in a crash.
No. If you could buy individual wing parts, you could probably replace it pretty quick.
Stay right there for a second. Does it look like that inside that right motor is tilted up higher in that picture than the left motor?
I believe it is. Yes. Sir.
And is that how they're controlling roll?
It's got to be. They have elevons.
Yeah.
But those are flat right there.
Yeah, it looks like they're controlling roll also with the.
I mean, that might be happening, but I think they're pretty identical. If you look at the prop hubs or the spinners, and not get confused by the props, blur to mess you up. I think they're both tilted up a little bit.
Interesting.
And then the question was asked about FPV, so they did take that into consideration with this whole bottom unit here.
Where's the antenna?
This is the bird they shot FPV with, so that's a good question.
Maybe inside the fuselage.
Yeah.
So they're probably using their standard 25 milliwatt unit, right?
No, they have some 600 milliwatts. They actually say, and I believe I include it here. Oops, got an error right there.
Uh-oh.
And I need to fix that.
Bah, 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 bah.
Okay, let's look it up. Okay, we're gonna at the bottom, by the way, of this is the Horizon link.
$249, good price.
$249 all day long, man. I'm sorry. What is the question we're looking for the answer for?
We're looking to see what they're using for a VTX because they don't say anything.
Oh yeah, they have suggested FPV.
There it is, right there. The transmitter. Oh, never mind. Never mind.
Go up.
That's video.
Go up a little bit, Jim.
Video transmitter with camera with race band. There it is. Yeah, it is a 25 millimeter.
That is not what they want.
Go to parts and upgrades under quick support.
It may not be what they want, but you might also consider it.
Here, go up higher and go to parts and the parts area. Down, 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 up.
Down. Oh, Lord. Where?
Keep going. Up, and stop. Quick support. Parts and upgrades.
Oh, I got you. Hey, there's our guy.
Oh, there he is. No,
What's happening,
we're not
dude?
going to talk to him. I guess they don't show it. All right.
Well, hold on. They have a. If I can get back, I'll get back here.
Gonna go back in time.
You know, I'll still watch those movies when they come on.
Oh yeah, dude.
Key
The power of love.
What's in the box? Stability mode. Recommended FPV.
All items sold separately. Why would they give you a camera, or they don't give you a camera?
Spectrum 650 TV LCCD FPV
Yeah,
camera.
so they're recommending their camera, and then their 25 millimeters. You can use a 200 milliwatt, a 600, whatever you want.
And by the way, they have these in their house. They have 200, 600 milliwatts video transmitters in that house.
Yeah.
Well, I'm bummed. That's a deal breaker, not a deal breaker. I literally, looking at the pictures and you show the FPV camera on the front, I thought it was included.
Well, you're going to have to buy it anyway, so you might as well just get a good one and put it on there, you know?
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't put a 25 on that, man. I'd put a 600.
By
Because I'm
the
all
way,
about the power.
there it
you don't
is.
need to put a 200 and be fine. You're not going to be flying it out for it because it's only got a 5 or 6 minute flight time. So you're not going to be ranging out too far with it, you know?
I guess you're right.
Okay, I was going to say that's the one hitch you might get along. 6 minutes is not enough.
Yeah.
By the way, when I did the tests for the DRAC, not the DRAC FPV airplane, but the DRAC from Buddy RC, the little, oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I tested on 600 and 200. I got just as far and great signal on 200 as I did on 600. So you're fully correct with that
There's
statement.
your FPV signal right there.
That thing's hot to trot, man.
Point rolls and all that stuff, man.
I'll agree with Jason. It's not the best thing ever in aviation since sliced bread or whatever, but it sure is cool. They hyped it up and had me thinking I don't know what they thought I was going to do. Like, I thought they were going to have some sort of mag drive.
Yeah. But like with the Mavic launch, how that was such like a revolutionary like shift in multi-rotors. Like I wondered if we're just spoiled by how
I know. DJI said it was the best ever they'd ever done on any launch.
Yeah. So I think we were just spoiled on how good that is versus,
RCGroups blew up their web server.
Yeah, we did. So I like it, man. One of you guys is going to get it for review.
Woohoo! I would love to fly it. I mean, I think it's going to be a total blast to fly. Don't get me wrong. I'm not poo-pooing this. I think it's awesome.
I think it's you, Jason. I know a lot of reviewers want it, but I think this is your bird based on previous experience with VTOL.
Yeah, I'd rock this thing. We'll have a total blast with it. We'll be able to film it with the Mavic, hovering around and get awesome shots. I mean, it's going to be really, really cool.
Plus, at that price, it's not an $800, $600, $400 bird.
No, man, $249.
Yeah, that's the best thing, right? This is really the first commercially available thing that does this for the price. The Firefly is really expensive. It's more geared towards long-range reconnaissance, like professional stuff. It's not really hobby.
It needs an APM, for God's sake.
Yeah, with 2 flight controller and all this craziness stuff, where this is simple, easy, ready to go consumer, let's go have fun, play, and I think it's going to be great. So really looking forward to it.
And you know what? Go ahead.
Pretty sexy.
It is pretty sexy. And you know what I'm seeing right now is a couple of those at the upcoming indoor season. So people will probably fly them around the circuit pattern at the Horizon Indoor. Hopefully the Horizon Indoor will happen. They tore down the Golf Dome that the original Horizon Indoor was.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it just happened. I was talking to Joe Estes. He said the Golf Dome is gone. So remember the JR Indoor / Horizon Indoor will be hopefully somewhere else in Columbus. I hope it doesn't get killed this season. And E-Fest, which is Habako's version. And you will probably see a lot of these things flying around in hover mode, but with enough forward speed that they're generating lift, right? I don't really see that aircraft converting into forward flight inside of a gymnasium.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, dude, I think we'll be doing 60.
What do you think, Jason?
So fast.
Yeah.
Hey, if anybody can do it, David Payne can do it. We'll see.
DP, baby. Speaking of David Payne, I'm waiting to hear back from him on my Radiant XL review, which should go live any second now. And we have a Prometheus P2 review that I'm pretty sure could go live if I made all the updates. So that should go live pretty soon.
I'm ready, man.
The reason I was upset is because I lost a LiPo and wall charger to a set of goggles that I sent to Nikolai.
Yeah, we were talking about that this morning. So it's either buy a $20 replacement LiPo or find the one that you lost.
I've gone through my shop 7 times. I was up at midnight last night with my Jason 900 lumen flashlight because I find that I can find things with that flashlight. It focuses me. And I went through all my boxes. I found my favorite guitar pick that I lost 2 months ago. I found an unopened bottle of Greenleaf sweet tea, which my wife was excited about. I found one of these that I didn't even know I had. But I did not find that.
Wait, what is that? Is that a tumbler?
Yeah, this is the good kind, the one that I wouldn't recommend you pay money for.
Oh yeah, that's right. Nice Magpul sticker.
The $high one. Yeah, this thing kind of represents me. I got my Team Hale, RCGroups, AMA, Lawler guitar pickups, Billy Hale, Magpul, 223 clips.
Where's your Bosch and Lom eye drops logo?
Rock Island. Yeah, you're right. I love my eye drops. Gotta have
them. Man, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. What else is going on in the news?
A lot, actually. We just sent out a mass email, and I'm sure most of y'all got it because I saw the numbers start shooting up all over RCGroups and Flying Giants. Let's talk Flying Giants for a second. How about that?
Yeah, let's head over to the site. And I got some news on some contests that are wrapping up very soon on RCGroups.
Okay, well, why don't you pull those up for the next discussion so we can take a look at that. And in the meanwhile, so basically what's happening in giant scale is the flying season is kind of slowly coming to an end due to the weather. Actually, the weather right now is the most awesome it's ever going to be until next spring. So we have Red Wings having 40% off their Dynam planes. That is kind of RCGroups related because Dynam, I put some photos in here, are foam planes, and these are all $89 to like $150 birds. So 40% off is pretty awesome price, especially that GB sort always calls my name. So that is happening, and then we have events going on all over the place. Huckaween, what a great bunch of guys, and an awesome event. They have zombies out in their pasture, and they see if we find. There's Colton Clark. He's a hippie. You know, he's a counterculture type of guy.
And he's in Arizona now. So. And
then in this photo, you can see the zombies here in the background. So they'll hover over those zombies and usually wind up cutting their heads off. And then we have the 6th annual Fall Fly-In, Southeastern Models Fall Fly-In. It is.
That's in, where is that? Is that November, in South Carolina?
November 5th. And yeah, it's in the North Carolina, South Carolina border.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if they got hurt by the by Hurricane Matthew. They're right there on the coast, man.
I do not know. Warbirds over Mobile's going down November the 5th, the same time as that other event. If you're into Warbirds, that's kind of 2 different events, so that's good. And then we have Miss Ashley headed down. Let's see what that's this weekend to the RCC. They need more C's in their name.
Yeah, Muckirk. It's the Muckirk.
And Muckirk.
Mate, it's the Muckirk flying.
I'll be in the Ford.
Swab the poop deck.
Sure. Jason's checking his email. Jason, wake up. Jason's sleeping.
What?
So I think Miss Ashley's headed down there. Where are the dates? October 13th, and today she's there now. Or she's driving there now. So if you're a Flying Giants guy, be on the lookout for Miss Ashley event coverage. That means that I'm going to have to every night at like 11 o'clock come back downstairs, download all her photos. I put logos on them, take her story, put it on the site. So that means I'm working late this weekend, y'all.
You know it, brother.
I'll be around. And then we have many other events and special things. This guy in this picture right here,
Dale Earnhardt.
it never occurred to me. I thought, what an awesome shot, but I didn't think about the man behind the cool glasses. There's an American flag in there and airfield. And then here's Miss Ashley. Do you see her right here?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And so this guy wrote me and he's like, could I have I think he wanted a copy of the picture. And I thought that would be awesome. Let's watch your video. I made that. Come on, Matt.
Dude.
Yamaha Suzuki.
Hey, y'all, watch this. Yamaha.
Okay. How long can that be entertaining? Not long at all.
Yeah, we actually gained some viewers because of it.
So anyway, there's a lot of events, and then we'll talk about Real Flight. Have we talked about Real Flight yet?
Yeah, pretty much.
We talked about it last week.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You want to do a screen share with Maticus Gunnicus?
Yeah, I'm jumping out.
All right, I'm jumping in. Here we go.
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
All right, Google Hangouts.
I ran out of tea.
All right, you got me? Yep, there we go.
Hold on, my wife's talking to me. What, babe?
All right.
That'd be awesome.
Here we go. Ending on. You got my screen, everybody? Hello, Jason?
I got you.
All right.
Jim's gone. Jim left the
Oh, he
building.
ran off. I'm not even looking. I'm looking at my screen. Okay. Ending on October 19th, 2016 is the Castle Creations DMR multi-rotor controller giveaway. Now we're giving away, along with Castle Creations and their awesomeness, we're all giving away 5 sets of these new DMR controllers. Let's go ahead and take a look here. The DMR controller has that really cool turbo sound that apparently Castle has patented.
Wow, really?
Or whatever. No, they didn't patent it, but they do have a very unique sound, and I can attest to that because my giant scale airplane, my giant scale T6 Texan 2 with a Castle controller on it had one of the most unique sounds that sound like a turboprop, and I think that's what they're going for with these. So they have a cool little sound to them, but these things are switchable. They have adaptive timing. They have what's called rotor sense, which automatically calibrates throttle calibration and motor direction. They have a dynamic PWM frequency on them. So these things are very user-friendly to set up using the Castle Creations setup thing, I think. And you're also using, what is it, one shot on there? Yep.
Yep.
So one shot, 125.
I'm using 3-shot now.
Bam,
One
Bubba.
shot's not enough.
So these 4-packs, we're giving away 5 of the 4-packs.
Wow,
So
I didn't realize we're giving away so many.
Yeah, man. So 5 human beings that are members on RCGroups.com are going to get these packs of these 3040s. Now, the 3040 stands for 30 amps with a 40 amp burst. So they're pretty small little units, man. Look at that. Not too bad. Everybody was like, oh, they're too big. But no, look at them. They're pretty small.
So
They're little chiclets, yeah.
Here's how this came about. I was on the phone with Clint, and Clint and I were talking about life. And then I said, hey, Clint, why don't we have a contest? He goes, tell me what you need, and I'll get it to you. And it was that easy. So hey to Clint and hey to Steve at Castle. Awesome guys. They're at every event you go to. So if you see them, walk right up to them and say, Jim T. Graham said to shake your hand.
That's a good story, man. And that sounds like Clint, too. He's all American dude. Speaking
of awesome guys, while I'm thinking about it, to all you Crashcast people out there that are listening, today is October the 13th. It's Thursday, and I'm 100% sure tomorrow is Crash's birthday. So I want everyone, if you're Facebook friends with Crash, if you have his email, whatever it is, please send him an email and wish him a happy birthday. He's had a rough year. We all love him. And
he's kicking butt and taking names, though.
Happy birthday, Crash.
Excellent.
Happy birthday.
Happy B-Day.
I don't really want to talk about it now, but...
Well, hold on. We're not done yet with this.
Huh?
We're still on the controllers, evidently. Sorry, everyone.
I thought we transitioned.
No, not yet. We haven't even told anybody you got to enter this contest. So all you have to do is tell everybody about your very first multi-rotor and how you got hooked on multi-rotors. And that's it, man. All you got to do is post up to win. If you don't post, you can't win.
When are you picking the winner, though?
We're picking the winner on the 19th. Well, no, my bad, on the 20th. So the day after. We'll let it run till October 19th at midnight. And then I'll pool them all together and we'll pick the winner.
All right, everybody. Hey, scroll to the top of the page there, Maticus Gunnicus.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody. See the RCGroups Terry logo? And we don't know if Terry's a man or a woman, by the way. Scroll to your right. You'll see all these buttons that everyone is yet to figure out what they do. You're going to want to go to what? Multi-rotor?
You're going to want to go straight into multi-rotor. So check it out. Here's how we do it. We're at the home page. Oh, that's really cool. Look at that Bearcat. And then we're going to go to multi-rotor right here. See all these pretty little buttons? You go, boom. And look at all these stories that me, Jason, and Jim Wright, along with some other people that
with
are
all our awesome reviewers. Yeah.
Yeah, man. We're kicking butt. Look at all this. Hey, there's Awk Butts.
I guarantee you there's more content here about the stuff you love than in any magazine in existence today.
Here. And it's not sitting next to your toilet for reading material.
Well, you do have to have that, but that's what iPads are made for.
So here's the Castle Creations drone racing ESC story that Jim did, and here's the contest right here, right? Sandwiched between old Ockbots and the Karma.
Shh, good neighbors.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
Click on that. Click on that.
Which one?
The contest.
Oh yeah, click on it, and here we go. Yep. So here's the last thing. Let's go to one more, and I'm going to let Jason take back over with the news that he had to talk about, and I apologize. This is the last contest. This one ends tomorrow night at midnight. We're picking 3 people to win one of these Dramina RC cars. These are brushless.
Shout out to Nikolai
Dromeda contest. All you have to do in this one also is just post up and tell us which one you want and why. And that's it, man. You couldn't ask for an easier way to have some fun in a contest.
We could make it harder, but why?
Yeah, look at these things. So yeah, these are 1/18 scale brushless cars, all-wheel drive. Nice, dude. That's about right. So there's our contest. This little one, you got some pretty good odds in this contest. All right, people. So go right into the car area, which is right here, and click on it, which is just like that. And you'll see Maticus Gunnicus does, and Jason and I, and Jim does most of the work in here with all the cool articles. Look at all this awesome stuff. I'm telling you, man.
Speaking of cars, it's kind of crazy that I have this sitting here.
Let's take it off. I'm gonna stop presenting. Yeah. I'm gonna put it on you, Jason. Not Jason.
Have I ever shown you this, Matt?
You have. I remember when you got that, and I was a little bit jealous at your car carrier.
Really? Well, let me say something. This thing's huge, and I'm really, really considering. It's got drawers in it.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. There's a car in it, too. I'm really considering turning this into a quadcopter carrier.
I was thinking the same thing. All you need is some foam.
Check out
to fill that.
Check out the top. The top opens up into a tool bag carrier here. Look.
That's pretty sweet.
And then there's front pocket for magazines. I don't know.
How pertinent. Dude, you could totally store all your stuff in there.
Side pockets.
Quads.
Yeah, maybe I will, because what I do right now is keep quads either in cases or in their original boxes. But I may put all my favorite quads in this thing, and I can just keep everything in here.
All right, so I want to show you something. put it over to me real quick. I want to show you something, Jim, that you should do and that I'm doing. This is called, all right, here we go. I'm going to share myself here. Here we go. Okay, this type of foam that's sandwiched together, you guys are familiar with this foam, right?
That's what I use.
It's called Fast Cap Kaizen foam. I think it's called Kaizen is the way you pronounce it. But you can buy these pieces right here that are 2 inches thick, and you can buy a 4 foot by 2 foot sheet of this exact foam right here for $20 shipped. And then you cut out and make your own things for it. So you could buy one 20-foot piece. You could fill those drawer 20 foot, one 4 foot by 2 foot. You could stack up enough and cut out to fill those drawers that you have, Jim, and then cut out the shape that you want for your quad.
So I've done a single piece of this for certain things that aren't RC related. And what to cut? Did you cut that out? You just use
no. That one's you just cut it with a razor knife.
Right, a long one.
And if you look behind me here, here's the same foam inside of a backpack. So you see that?
Right.
So I'm replacing that foam. I ordered a sheet, a 4 foot by 2 foot sheet for $20 shipped, Fast Cap Kaizen foam. And I'm cutting my own thing to fit here. I'm going to make a holder for my Mavic, and I'm going to do an article on how to make your own case holder for stuff like that. So that ought to be pretty cool.
And now we're going to kick over to Jason Cole in Croatia.
He's been waiting patiently as Matt blah, blah, blah all night long.
No, it's all good. I was just, so while I was here, I've had some time to think and do things and stuff. So I've got an idea that might involve the viewers and the users of RCGroups, something they can get involved with.
Can Matt and I jump in here and predict what your idea is?
And interrupt you.
I think that your idea is that they get to have a contest and vote on your next hairstyle.
No, well, that was my first option.
Matt, what do you think his idea might be?
Oh my God, dude. I don't know. I'm having a brain fart. Jason, go on with the chlorophyll.
Well, I'm not gonna actually say the idea, other than I have an idea, and when I get back into the United States of America, I will have a meeting with Jim T. We will talk it over and discuss it, and it could be really cool if we decide that it's going to work.
It sounds like a Mexican restaurant.
I guess I'm excluded from this meeting.
Yeah.
I told Matt to drive down here, and we'd both be waiting at your house when you showed up. But you probably wouldn't like that.
Yeah, I don't really want to talk about what's going to happen.
Dude, you waited patiently all that, and you're just not even going to say anything?
I'm not going to say what the idea is because I don't want it to be out there if we're not going to do it. So once we have an official announcement, we'll have all that fun. Just know that we're always thinking of cool things to do and fun stuff for the users. And
my gosh. I have something no one here knows about, and I can't talk about it either. Hey, Matt Gunn, guess who's probably going to have a killer contest on Flying Giants?
Who?
Oh, hey, I just hit the stop broadcast button, so we're no longer live. So
I was on the phone this morning with a major corporation, and they and I decided that we needed to have a contest. We're waiting to get approval from the department that has the airplane that we want to give away, but it sounds like it'll be awesome.
Okay.
So that's coming up. Maybe next week I can tell you what it is. I just remembered that.
He's always got something sneaky like that, doesn't he, Matt?
No, dude, it's the name. It's his middle name. It's Jim Sneaky McGee freaking Graham.
I hope y'all talk about that behind my back. Like, well, you remember he had that Mavic review and he never told anyone until an hour before he posted it. Or he didn't tell anyone about 3D Hobby Shop merging with Extreme Flight until like 3 days before it happened. Or maybe it was 24 hours. Huh?
That was months you kept that secret.
Yeah. I said, hey, I want you to give me the info so I can drop it when you drop it. And they were like, well, and I was like, I kept a secret for 6 months.
Yeah, that's very, very good in a trait to have is secret keeping. That's when people tell you stuff, you know.
The only people that know I keep a secret are the people that give me secrets to keep, though. So it's not widely known.
True. All right. It's 4 o'clock. We did it.
Oh, my gosh. I was a little concerned because none of my airplanes for review have come in. I do have a thing coming in, though. It's a DX6E.
That's the one that links up with your smartphone, right?
Should we talk about that now, or should we save it for next week?
Save it.
Okay. Maybe I'll have it in my hand. That'll make it better.
Next week, I'll have hopefully the Leading Edge Gliders electric Starburst 48-inch EPP FPV kit. And
that is the longest name I've ever heard for any aircraft.
.com/.
.org.edu. Well, I can't wait to see that one then, Jason.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. It's a killer airplane, dude.
Okay, say it again. What you lost me after the fourth word. What was it?
It's the LEG Starburst FPV EPP foam kit. It's for Leading Edge Gliders. I did an article on it.
You told me that I needed one of those. That's what it is.
Yeah, so it's a kit. It's an EPP kit. It's a killer FPV plane. I can't wait. I had my hands on one, and I got to fly one of his models and loved it. So I'm really excited to get my own built and FPV'd out.
Oh, yeah. Isn't killer FPV planes what the government's trying to ban?
Yeah.
That's
bad.
This is more business talk, but Jason, when you get back, I want to talk to you about some Heli Freak t-shirts and getting them in a store. Also, there was a Heli Freak event in California last week, and we sent a box load of Heli Freak shirts and a Heli Freak banner. I haven't heard back from anyone at that event.
And lots of these Heli Freak stickers right here. We
Awesome.
sent a bunch of those. Let's see.
I haven't heard back from them, but hopefully that all got there and was given out and everybody enjoyed it.
Hopefully they survived. I know those heli guys, they can really party.
Should I play us out or what?
Play it out, brother.
Okay, hold on.
All right, let's see what happens here. Hopefully he doesn't have it tuned to drop D. Jason, you ready to come home or what, man?
I'm ready, man. Just a couple more days, and I'm on my way.
I'm going to eat some Chick-fil-A in your honor.
I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again.
Oh, wow, that's pretty good. At least you're not coming home on a prop plane all the way across the Atlantic. Or how about on a freighter? We'll put you on a freighter, and you can come back on a ship, on a Exxon Valdez.
I've got a layover in Munich, Germany for about 4 hours during lunchtime. So
he's got a layover in Germany.
Hey, Jason. Hey, Matt. Thanks. Jason, I'm really excited for you to come back home so we can get back to work and fly at the field together.
Yeah, baby.
Matt, I'll talk to you later, and I'm just going to play a little of this G Blues, and then we'll hit the stop broadcast button in about 30 seconds.
I'll hit it for you in 30 seconds, or Jason will. Play it, Cat Daddy. Make it crack.
Whoops. RCGroups.com, the world's most active.
And we're out.